Okay, let's get this started. Welcome everybody to the First Blood Podcast, first episode. Today we have me, Josh, and Cade. We will be hosting this from now on, and we'll hope to doing it once a week. And with us today we have Boots, our special guest.
Emphasis on special.
Very. So just to start, me and Cade will talk a bit about ourselves as we are new staff interns on the server, kind of. New is a relative word. I'm Josh. And I'm going to be in charge of the new league that we have coming up soon, as well as the podcast was my idea. I have a bunch of ideas we'll be rolling out, so pay attention to those. Cade.
Oh, hello, I'm Cade, and I am doing the social media and also helping with the podcast, obviously, and also working under Mikey with solo league stuff.
All right, no one cares about Boots, so let's move on. Today we will be covering the patch notes, as that is a hot topic right now, as when they came out, Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just go straight into it. That is not what I wanted at all. This is what I wanted. Okay, so let's start with XAYAH+RAKAN being released. Thoughts?
I think XAYAH and Rakan are broken. Only together, though.
I think Rakan is broken.
Yeah. I think XAYAH isn't broken as an individual champion, but I think she's broken with the amount of combos and synergy she has with her supports. Like if you run her with Rakan, it's just like insane in team fights and stuff.
I think Rakan works with a decent amount of ADCs. It seems like his kit. I don't even, to be honest, I'm not 100% sure what he does, but the games I've played against it feel like actually stupid to play against. It's annoying.
He has a knockup, a heal, a dash, which I think is also connected to his knockup, and then his ult, he charms and that gets movement speed.
Yeah, that sounds like a perfect kit, right? Thank you.
Yeah.
XAYAH looks like a really fun champion. I'm gonna probably put some games into her this weekend.
Yeah, I have, I think, 3 or 4 games on her so far. I'm still theory crafting the best build for her, but recently I think that the Bladed Rune King into attack speed and IE seems to be the best, but I know others have been also going Essence Reaver into attack speed and IE. It's just like, usually depends. I think people are still trying to figure out what's best on her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that these two champions aren't going to be available on competitive until Summer Split. So there's really no good way of saying. I think if you release them in the state, if they were playable right now, that I think they'd obviously be played. At least Rakan would. I'm not too sure about XAYAH.
I think if teams could manage to get their hands on both champions, they definitely would.
It does seem like you do have to rely too much on getting both of them, and with 5 bans in the competitive, it feels like it'd be actually really difficult to get both if you really wanted to run it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so what was that?
XAYAH also scales really well into late, and Rakan also does. His team fight's actually insane when he can dash in, get a knockup, and charm 3 people while healing his team. It's just he's really good in team fights. Next topic.
Okay, so moving down the list, Aatrox. So
nothing. Yeah.
Hellbound now refreshes when fighting monsters.
Nothing.
They buffed the attack speed on it.
Nothing in this is going to make him viable. It's pretty simple.
They got to do a complete rework, right?
Yeah, unless they completely somehow overload his kit to where his Q one shots.
They made it so his W now is 6.5% of his missing health, and the biggest thing of missing health, that's like Riot needs to be careful with this stuff, because remember one of the biggest ones was Rengar when he had that heal.
Yeah,
you could play him top lane and play tank Rengar. That was like so annoying. Like they need to be careful with this percent missing health like heals.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aatrox still not good. Maybe in low elo if you just want to go top lane and like beat some kids up. So let's go ahead and move on to a Moo Moo. I'm actually very fond of a Moo Moo.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty decent right now. I think especially in elos below plat, he's just a really good pick. Overall, people don't really know how to play against him, and you can actually carry games on him, building one AP item and then just full tank.
Yeah, well, the biggest problem with jungle right now is the fact that you really have to go full-on heavy gank as you get into higher elo. And a Moo Moo just doesn't fit that. They did kind of nerf him this patch with the W nerfs, where they reduced the percent damage by a whole percent at rank 5, but that's usually your last ability to max anyways. The passive changes, what it actually just means that, I think it's just it doesn't reduce the damage at all, because it used to be the true damage was reduced by the amount of magic resist you had. Now it just flat out ignores magic resist, like true damage should.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it was really a nerf. It was more of a clarity type of thing.
Yeah. Boots, what do you think on a Moo Moo? Because we all know you are a high elo jungler.
I think a Moo Moo is really strong if you can build the damage item, like if you're snowballing on him.
Yeah.
I actually had a recently played game where I went just full AP a Moo Moo and the other team couldn't do anything. I'd go in, press RE, and they'd all die. So
you force AD carries to build a Hex Drinker,
Yeah.
It's like if you don't build it like third item if you're snowballing as a Moo Moo, you just straight up one shot people. It's a lot of fun to play, but it's not the best pick in all situations by any means. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Ivern. Dropping Bush directly on top of an epic monster no longer hides it from enemy vision. Thank Christ. Actually, like, why they made that a thing in the first place? Go fuck yourself, right? That was that was so annoying to play against. Like,
Yeah, especially during Baron, because you couldn't even get a ward into his bushes without using a blue trinket, which could easily just be killed, I think.
and
Just
that's
makes
because Ivern has zero
objectively
execute.
for the enemy team. Yeah.
Like, it's so easy to steal from Ivern, but it's like, hey, let me put this bush up real quick, and it's like, well, I can't see anything now. Good job.
Just completely a blind steal.
Yeah, I actually hate Ivern. I hate playing it. I'll play it for free elo every once in a while.
You're kind of like Aviator did to get to Masters.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's all he's good at.
Yeah.
Boots Ivern. Play it or no?
I don't play it. It's not my play style. Kind of like Janna, where if I were to play it and practice it a bit, I'd probably climb a lot, but I just don't enjoy playing the game when I'm playing champions like that.
Yeah, Ivern is like it's like once you get like 3 items, all your major support items done, you basically win the game. And it's a good champ if you want to like climb as you get in the higher elo, because it's really hard to deal with regardless of how good the players are. As long as you don't get like anally destroyed as Ivern, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Going into
You can
game.
almost always come back into the game as Ivern.
Exactly. You just can't take fights, which is like what almost every jungler I know of takes fights. Like,
yeah, that's why he's not really on my list to play.
Exactly. So I think this is a necessary like nerf, but nothing too game breaking for Ivern. He's still gonna be strong. Karthus. Layways can now be buffered. Casts input as Layways explodes and automatically fire once Layways comes off cooldown, unless Karthus cancels the command. So it sounds like, is this like where like in StarCraft where you can shift click and it'll move between where you clicked? So is this similar where it's like if you queue somewhere and then you queue again, it'll just instantly put it out?
Not sure. But
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be a big deal either way. Karthus still probably going to be meta.
It sounds like it's almost like a quality of life change, and it's
which is nice. I think
on a champion that like his auto attack's awful. A lot of the use around him just doesn't feel good. So more power to it.
I actually would not mind seeing Karthus come back. As a jungler, ganking Karthus is fucking easy. But having I think Karthus is fun. I actually enjoy playing it.
Yeah, I could create an ARMs.
I would not be excited as an ADC main to have Karthus back in the meta. I can definitely say that. I don't want to have to build a Banshees to not get one shot by his ulti.
You don't like getting 4-man with the possible 5-man Karthus ult?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go on to Lissandra. So, Lissandra, I get nervous whenever they touch Lissandra, because there's points where Lissandra's super weak, and then there's points where, like, wow, she just one-shot me out of fucking Fog of War.
Exactly.
So, let's see what they did. Reduce the cooldown on her passive to seconds at levels... So, they lowered the cooldown at levels 1, 6, 11, and 16 to a flat 9. So, honestly...
That's going to be nice for a late game if you don't have any sort of mana items.
Well, the thing is, it's like, how often, like, in a fight, like, are you actually... I can see, like, where it might help, because it's still the free... They didn't actually go through with that PvE change, right? Where it's like, if you auto-attack...
No.
Okay,
no,
good.
No.
Yeah, so it's...
I know...
I can see it being...
Level 6 is definitely going to be good.
Level 6, it'll actually be Relatively
Very
helpful.
useful.
Yeah, because it still
Especially in
reduces the cooldown of it whenever you hit somebody, right?
I believe so. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be really useful in mid lane, Lissandra, so you can definitely keep up with the pushing
Well, actually,
that the
what if you
other
go like,
players have.
because I know one of the Gragas top is pretty popular right now. What if you go like triple Doran? And one of the things that Gragas is you go triple Doran's ring and you don't
Yeah.
ever run out of mana. What if you just go triple Doran's top Lissandra?
I think that's just delaying her items too much, because she's not just a tank where
Yeah,
you
you know, yeah,
do that.
she is pretty item dependent, especially with how you build her. Because I know you can go either the Proto Belt Rush or you can go
Or the
Roa
Roa, and I
Rush.
would, yeah. If you're delaying Roa that much, it's definitely not going to be worth it.
I could say this might allow her not to go Morellos because I know some people still go Morellos on her. I think
Morello's is more for like just a straight up one shot early spike, like
yeah,
kill everyone.
I think that this what this does is this enables the Hex or the Proto Belt build more.
Yeah, for sure.
They also increase the AP ratio on her Q by 0.5, so it's now about 0.7 ability power ratio, which could mean that hey, Morello's not bad because Morello gives a shit ton of AP early.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be that big, but it'll definitely be a nice little punch.
Yeah. Overall, like she might come back, but I don't really see it. It's gonna be more for counter matchups like Zed, whatnot, stuff where she wins. It's just a counter pick, but that's how she's always been.
Yeah. What Malzahar? Let's see. Base stats, armor down to 18 from 20. Wow. Nice 2 armor. Alright. Voidling health 3 to 2.
I kind of want them to just do a Kindred nerf.
Was Malzahar's did his his voidlings go from like 3 hit like ward, or is it like HP?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think if it's like they got health, but I think if you don't do if like you're a support whack in that thing, it doesn't really do any damage. Kind of
Okay.
like with Zyra plants.
I think that having it done at 2 health could actually make it less viable for bot lane Malzahar.
And that's what they're going for.
Yeah, they definitely want to keep him in the mid. And then Voidling Gold Reward down to 5. Yeah, they're definitely trying to get him mid.
And I prefer to see Malzahar in the mid lane. The champion's overall way too annoying. I'd rather him be taken out of the game personally.
Yeah.
That passive is bullshit. But no, the Voidling thing is like that's literally the only reason why he was a viable pick and bot, because he was able to bully people out without even having to do anything.
Yeah. Basically.
So I kind of wish they would do a Kindred nerf to him where they just take 7 armor away from him, but I guess 2 will do for now.
Yeah. More in the future.
Yeah, let's go on to Nautilus. Mana regen per level decreased, E-mana cost increased. This is actually a big deal because Nautilus is not the biggest thing about Nautilus is he's dependent on shoving the wave, because that's the biggest. He's more of a bully top lane against most matchups because he's able to shove the wave and trade pretty freely with his W and his E.
That's gonna hurt him a lot. I think that's definitely pushing the triple Dorans on him as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. But like, because one of the biggest counters to Nautilus right now is Gragas, as Gragas just straight up outscales Nautilus or like out damages Nautilus at every point in the game.
Yeah.
So it forces Nautilus to group. So it means that he's even more fucked in that matchup. So it might. I guess we're not going to see that. I guess we won't see this patch in competitive, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. But
yeah, we're still going to be seeing the main things from first playoffs. That's going to be meta.
Yeah.
Nothing much new.
So this is actually, I think this is a pretty big nerf.
Yeah, definitely for solo queue. People that don't know how to manage their mana very well are definitely going to struggle.
Yeah. So let's go on to Rise. Rise is in a very odd spot right now.
He's either OP or he's just completely bad.
I know he's original champion in the game and whatnot, but I mean, you gotta maybe just pull the plug.
Like, I think they're trying way too hard.
They really want this champion to be like, he's balanced, guys. We did it. But I don't think. Boots, what about Rise? What's your opinion on Rise?
So it looks like his Q cooldown resets on WE cast not hit, so it's like not getting hit.
So basically, it now just recurs whenever you use it.
So basically, they're making him a less skilled champion.
Wow, it's like
wasn't the whole like thing with the Rise we were a while ago, like the very first one, like we want make Ryze a more skilled champion rather than just face roll the keyboard.
Yeah, we don't
Like, wasn't that the whole point of
we
the
don't
very
like
first
pointing
rework?
like champions. But it's like, right, they're basically making it more machine gun-ish again.
Yeah.
Be less skilled.
Literally all they did with this is just make him easier to play. I don't know.
But that's the thing though, is like if you got higher up in Elo, and you were a Ryze player, it's like if you knew how to play Ryze, it's like you hit your abilities. It's not terribly hard to hit his abilities. So it's really, this is more like a low Elo type buff, I think.
I guess, yeah.
But
Shen.
even then, it is more forgiving in high Elo if you're like autofill and you want to play Ryze. But if you get autofill build, then what's up with that?
Shen. Q does less damage to minions, but more to champions. R shield scales with missing health.
Yeah, so the whole point of this is to like take away from those. The R nerf is like when you dive 5-man bot with like your jungler tanking with Shen ult. It's really just it's just to prevent that. I think it's still gonna. You're still gonna do it though.
Okay, so it scales on allies' current health, not his current health.
Exactly.
Well, that's gonna be insane. An 840 shield at level 16 when the ally's kind of low, like that's gonna be gnarly.
Well, it was a flat 840 before, 850 before.
Well, yeah, but now it's. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah. Wait, they also upped the cooldown on it.
Yeah, and good.
It was already an extremely long cooldown, and now it's up to 160 at level 16.
Honestly, I wish it was. But the thing is, it's like if you're a good Shen player, you can really. It's like it's a tank top, sure, but if you're honestly a good Shen player, like you can climb solo queue, I think, pretty easily.
Also, his shadow dash, less energy. That thing always drained super quickly. That's gonna be kind of nice. And then the width is also slightly increased. So for all those people just missing by a hair, it's not gonna be a problem anymore.
One thing I know about Shen is it seems like his auto attack range is like super long.
Yeah, he's one of the longer melee.
But that's the thing though, it's like if compared him to other melees, and they say it's like, I want to say it's like 125. I don't think that's right. I feel like he's actually got more range than that.
Reminds me of older Fizz.
Yeah. The Q, let's see. Q does less damage to minions, more champion. Please don't do that more damage. Okay, his Q actually hits like a fucking truck.
Oh, it also deals double damage to monsters. So
really?
that also Jungle Shen back? Question.
Please? I actually enjoy Jungle Shen a lot.
I think his ganks are pretty good too.
I love new Shen, but I'm not good.
I mean, if Jungle Shen comes back with that shield change that scales on allies' health,
it's actually super good.
That's so much gank like survivability, I suppose, is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, this is interesting. So, and the thing is, it's like you build with the Cinderhulk changes that are coming out with the mid-season update, where you do was it double damage to minions?
Yeah.
Is it to monsters as well? I'm pretty sure some monsters as well.
Wait, what?
With the Bomby Cinder / Cinderhulk changes in the next patch that they're doing, the mid-season patch, it's making it so that you
not this patch yet.
I know, I'm just saying overall though, it's like we could see Shen in the jungle.
He might be a good pick actually.
Like especially when all the because like I know popular bands right now are like Lucian and Elise. It's like it's not because he can fight now. Like he actually is able to fight. This like old Shen didn't do crap, but like this Shen, it's like you land your Q. It's like you just destroy people. It's insane.
Yeah, just tons of damage.
Yeah, fuck you.
Only if you built Trinity first, though.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. All right, Udyr. I've been playing Udyr. I forgot this is the thing. Fuck you, Boots. I love Udyr so much.
I don't think this is gonna change anything for him.
Okay, so I think you're right, Cade. So
he's so terrible.
Q and W now have effects every 3 hits. I think with the W change, we'll go over the Q change first. Ability costs are now 50 to 33 mana at levels 1 through 18. Wait a minute. So just wait.
So is Cheese Tiger Stance gonna be? Wait, they got rid of the bonus attack damage.
No, wait. They're making it so his abilities now scale off of his level instead of like the levels of the abilities. It looks like.
Huh. And before Udyr, no level up abilities.
That's actually pretty useful for Bear Stance because Bear Stance costing 15 mana when you want to spam it. Whereas like if like when you're like level 13 or something, kind of drains your mana pool because you don't really get to build mana unless you go like Frozen Heart or Triforce or something.
Iceborne Gauntlet.
That too. But that's the thing though. It's like at that point in the game, it's like unless you're like stupid fed, you shouldn't really be able to get away with building that.
Well, you never really know what Udyr builds. He can build whatever
Yeah, he
he
can
wants
do whatever
and
the
still
fuck
do
he
the same
wants.
thing.
But yeah, so Q. They removed the straight up on hit damage that you get when you first hit somebody, which was kind of dumb. Like it did a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But now it's every every time you spam it, you get a quick dot. And then every third auto attack, you refresh that dot over 2 seconds. Wait, what? Over 2 seconds, but how much attack speed do you need to have for? You need math.
Yeah, we'll math that later.
It's like you're gonna need a pretty decent amount of attack speed to make that work. To where it's like, because they want to make it so every third strike you refresh, it applies the rest of the dot damage instantly, and you apply another dot. But you have to have a pretty significant amount of attack speed, like 1.5 at least. Maybe, I don't know, math is fucking difficult. But yeah, so I'm not sure if that actually like does anything, to be honest. The W changes, I think, is actually what's going to make him like annoying as shit. Udyr's first hit every third basic attack while in turtle stance heal him for 2.5% of his max health, increasing up to 5% based on his missing health.
So that works on monsters too, right?
Yes. That works on
so
everything.
his jungle sustain's going to be pretty good when he's low. He's going to be kind of like an Olaf.
Yeah, except he won't have as much. Yeah, it's just not as much combat stats. But it's that missing health thing again, where you're restoring health based on missing health. That's going to be annoying as hell in a fight. When you have if you have a full tank Udyr running at you.
For sure.
Especially if you go like the same old Runic Echoes like Phoenix stance Udyr.
I don't think people do that anymore.
I don't think it'd be bad. Because it does clear pretty well, like, camps-wise.
Who knows with this Tiger buff? Tiger might be the way to go.
Yeah, fuck you. It's such a lie. What the hell?
I actually do like Tiger stance better.
I liked it back when you could play season, like season 2 Tiger stance. Just walk up to people and fucking bop them.
Alright.
Boots, what's your favorite memory of Udyr?
Not playing him.
Well, you don't remember the
I mean, no, I play him when he's in meta. When he was, I think when ZZ Route first came out, and you literally just ran around the map, took waves, ran around the map some more. Like, it was fun, I suppose.
Oh, it was really troll.
Do you remember the days of Shyvana jungle and Udyr jungle where you just walk up to a Shyvana?
Yeah, that was always fun.
Tiger slap that bitch when she has her claw.
Yeah, I like dueling jungles like that.
Yeah, I'll never forget the Feral Flare Udyr.
No, let's forget that actually. Yeah, that's the one we can't forget.
Yeah, as a Yi main, I had a lot of bad memories about Udyr and Feral Flare.
Do we want to go over the ARAM changes, or are we like? Nah.
I think we have a few avid ARAM players in here, so we might have to do that.
Damn it!
All right, I'll go over this one. Watcher's favor, the gold placing. So you're getting 3 gold, even though if you don't last hit it. So that's just helping with gold generation.
But now you're getting less gold when you last hit it.
So that's gonna favor the kind of the supports in there.
But
people
why is that?
Be able to last hit as well.
Why seriously? Why are they lowering the gold when you last hit it though?
Because since everyone's getting gold.
Trust me, I get it, but it's Howling Abyss. Like they have increased gold system.
All right. Ruined items. Ancient coins removed, relic shields. That's why they did it. That's exactly why they gave the gold.
Bastards.
The Watchers favored. I actually think ancient coin was like low key an amazing cheese strat to get tons of gold on there.
Oh yeah. Who the fuck built Call in?
I don't think anyone ever built Cole. Health relics down.
I always used to build it in 1v1 tournaments that we had on Howling Abyss. It would always be my first buy.
Alright, health relics down spawn, they're spawned now at 2 minutes instead of 3, so for those I guess you could say level 3 fights that get super hectic, it's gonna be easier to heal up.
I didn't know that you could build Call, to be honest. Honestly, if I knew that you could build Call, I would have gone into ARAMs and been like, first one to get their Call fully stacked wins.
Okay, heal, 81, I can't read that, is that a plus?
81 plus 13 times level.
Yeah, and then 50. Now it's 50 plus 5 times per level, increasing up to 200% based on missing health. That seems to be the theme of this patch now.
Yeah, and it worries me. Not so much with Howling Abyss.
I know this is just ARAM, but yeah.
It definitely is a theme this episode.
Yeah. Champion assist, contributing to a fight within 10 seconds, 20 seconds of the kill. Grants assist golden experience.
Wait,
Once again, making it easier to get gold.
they're also making it so I can just play Soraka and just like drop a heal on you, go stand back for 20 seconds, and then come back.
I get an assist.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Damaging a turret within 30 seconds of a destruction.
30?
Right. Okay, that's a long time.
That's a long ass time.
That's
Wait a
long
second.
time. That's kind of lame. I don't know if I like that.
I mean, I don't really care.
Whatever. Okay.
Minion spawns now at 45. So
okay.
That way...
So now for the people that AFK at their keyboard at the beginning of ARAM, gonna have to step it up a little bit.
Yeah, wave spawn timers every 25 seconds, so even more gold.
It's more siege minions. More siege minions to be missed.
Yeah.
Minions become stronger faster. So they really are just trying to shorten the game with the gold generation.
I don't know. I've been playing a lot of games lately in ARAM, and it feels like I go into like 30+ minute games. I don't want that.
Well, that's exactly why they're doing what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. Super minions go to 100 base armor.
Holy fuck! They only had 30 base armor before?
So these things are absolutely tearing through your champions, dude.
Yo, if you get an inhib early, it's done. Like,
yeah, they're really trying to.
First team that gets an inhib is over. I'm calling it now. Champions and minions gain 20% out of combo. Oh my god, they really
want the games to end. They want it to end.
You guys remember when like games ended in 15 minutes on Summoner's Rift? Like
No.
What was it, last season? The very beginning of the season, where it's like if you got a small lead, it was over. Yeah, that's basically what they're doing with Howling Abyss.
That's when all the threads on Reddit were let us FF at 15.
Yes. Yes.
Alright. Let's talk over Twisted Tree Line. Useless. Go straight to Masteries. Streamer Surge.
Wait,
wow.
Wait, where is Masteries?
Yeah, under Twisted Tree Line.
Oh, okay.
Scroll down. So, because you should know when you activate it. Nice. Has a louder visual effect.
I think that's actually needed because
yeah, it's kind of hard to tell when it's procced unless you look at your bar.
Honestly,
I
don't even play many champions with Storm Raiders except for maybe Graves, and that's about it. But it was like really hard to tell when I first tried it out. It was like I didn't know if I was proccing it or not.
Yeah. Okay. Mini Krugs go back to their cave. Bless up. When those things died in the bush and you like kite it out, it was so annoying having to walk back in over and over to kill them.
Yeah, but do you ever get it where they fucking hop the wall?
Yeah, but they're going back to their cave now, so that's not
bastards.
a problem. And then Rift Scuttler now submerges a bit more slowly, allowing hit VFX for things that killed her to play. Wow, so they're just beating a dead horse here. Okay. Literally.
Wait, I just heard stuff about Krugs. Did they say it reset quicker?
No, the little mini Krugs go to the actual caves instead of just like sitting where they died.
I swear I've been resetting Krugs a lot since this last patch, and I didn't know if it was an actual patch or I'm just bad at jungling.
Yeah, probably the second option there. Alright, well.
Ward death, they're making it so that you get a gold sound so supports can like actually feel like their last inning.
Yeah, I guess we can go to bug
rotating
fixes
game modes though. You're not excited for Poro King again?
We do that.
You don't like Poro King?
Alright. Bug fixes. Lucian Q. Piercing Light now costs the correct amount of mana. Oh, that was when his mana would go up or to I think it was 55 mana whenever he'd use it.
So if you're at 70 mana and you use it, would just put you at 55.
Yeah, instead of doing the full cost. That was actually pretty dumb if you got that. Galio.
Oh wait! This is a big one. Gragas' body slam would sometimes pass through targets close to walls. The amount of times the amount of times we're gonna gromp and you just like you eat forward and you're like, well, I'm fucked.
Basically.
Yeah, it's like you like legit lose the game off of that. It's actually stupid. Nunu no longer gets a second passive after recalling.
Fixed a bug where Jax could not use Blast Cone after casting Leap Strike. Did his Q pop the Blast Cone? I guess it must have not.
It must not have because Rengar's jump pops it.
Kha'Zix no longer.
Okay. Can Katarina like Shumpo to those?
Yeah, she can.
Yes.
That's dumb. Why is that a thing?
I don't know. Kha'Zix no longer shows incorrect visuals when evolving his R.
Who
So is that
evolves
when
R?
he like, well, he shouldn't evolve R, but is that when you sweep him, and he has like he loses his wings when he's evolved old?
I think it's like
wings?
it might have to do with the polymorph thing.
It might be whatever.
Project E now plays correct particles
It took
during
them a while.
metagame.
No one evolves are.
High Noon's Yasuo Chroma no longer use the base skin particles. That's nice. And then these are all skins and club
Upcoming
tags.
scrims and skins and chromas. Cosmic Blade Master E boots, you getting it?
I don't know.
It's a really good skin.
Yeah, if you look at our overlay real quick,
You're not using the overlay, man.
I am. Trust me.
Nuh-uh.
Yep,
Look at the stream.
I'm looking at it.
I see no overlay.
Yeah, give it a minute.
Now you're using it.
Yeah, suck my dick.
Okay.
Hey, this is a Christian stream.
Fuck
Yeah,
yourself.
you are not welcome in our household.
Oh man.
Alright. Cosmic Dust Rakan and Cosmic Dust XAYAH. I actually prefer the base skins to those. I don't think they look that good.
Yeah, I'm actually don't like. I think the base skins are pretty fucking awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the current meta. I guess to start, because we have two jungle mains here and a past jungle main. Let's just lead with jungle.
Why don't we lead with top lane and go down the map like normal
I
people?
mean, you could if you want to be a normal person.
Alright, top lane tanks rule. There we go.
Play yeah.
Gragas. Nautilus might be a little tough because of the changes he had to him.
I would avoid Nautilus for now.
I think Shen's gonna be good because if you're gonna get an outstanding shield when he ults at bot lane with low health, it's gonna be a very big surprise to them.
Fizz is pretty good, right?
Yeah, tank Fizz, he's alright. Other than that, you basically see the usual.
Yeah, it's just tanks. It's pretty normal. All right, jungle.
At least Sin.
I said earlier, you have to play a very heavy ganking style. Which kind of sucks because the amount of time I spent like going into trying to get better and efficient like ganking and farming pattern was way too long, and now they just kind of reverted it back to a heavy ganking style, and I feel like I learned nothing.
Yeah.
So, because at least when someone ganked bot side and you're like, oh, I could take his entire top side, you'd be like, now I have an entire level over them as long as I keep doing what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work that way anymore.
Yeah.
So Lissandra and Elise, I'm not complaining because those are my best champions. So I'm gonna start grinding out solo queue again.
Nice. For mid lane, I don't really know the mid meta to be honest.
I feel like there is no real meta. I think Orianna's still strong.
Vladimir, that champion needs to get nerfed so bad.
Yeah, he wasn't in the notes.
He is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, you don't like getting proto belted Q eat and died? I'm
not even exaggerating. Yesterday, playing my blind pick, trying to get my XAYAH games in.
Yeah.
I got flash EQ'd and I died from full HP.
Yeah. You don't like that?
No.
Really?
Not feeling it.
You sure?
You didn't even need
boots?
Emo plague or anything.
I hate Vladimir with a passion, although I am trying to learn him and abuse the freelo.
He is like impossible to gank as well. So he's so safe. And it's just ridiculous.
Walk into lane, he's going to get a heal off and his pool. It's literally
and
ridiculous.
if he has a second Q up, which shouldn't be ganking him when he has a second Q up, he can get the speed boost too.
I kind of really hate. I'm not a big fan about the way Morello's works. Like being able to only reduce healing when they're below 30% HP is kind of fucking bullshit.
Yeah, that's why I feel like they need to up that or make it like 50% HP, maybe something like that.
Well, because it would make it so if you harass Vlad well and you trade well with him, then you can stop him from sustaining back to full.
Executioner's Calling is just such a better item.
No, and you don't even have to purchase the entire thing. You could sit on that item all game.
And it's extremely cheap too.
Yeah,
like it's super cheap.
So let's see a small buff to passive for Morello. Fuck Vlad as a general champion, and
what do you say about Echo? I think he's still good.
I think he's good in certain matchups.
I think in the Syndra matchup he destroys her because he can just get on top of her.
Yeah, I'm surprised more people aren't playing Aurelion Sol.
Sol's always been kind of the hidden, except for like a little bit before.
I think you have to be a special player to like play him. I feel like some people just don't think he's fun. I actually think he's a lot of fun.
It's like if you understand Sol's mechanics and you can handle him, he's just like you'll climb immediately.
Well, it's like really the only thing you have to understand is his lane phase.
Like we saw, well, the thing about him is that he shouldn't really have a lane.
Exactly,
phase.
and it's like once you figure out that, I feel like it's so easy to play him.
Yeah. Like we saw when he came out, people climbing to Challenger. Like there's a few people that climb to Challenger with him with like a 70% win rate, I think.
Yeah.
Just because how cheesy he is to level 2, level 3 gank bottom, get 2 kills, and then go back. Don't miss any farm because of how hard you can shove.
Yeah. All right.
It's just really good.
Anything else in mid?
No, not really. ADC. I think ADC is the strongest role in the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
ADC in 2017.
Yeah, seriously.
Came full cycle, bitches. Stop complaining.
Seriously. Lucian, broken. He's insane. Needs to be. I really don't want to say he needs to be nerfed, but he does.
Yeah, because it
It's
feels
just
like
Actually, no. I don't think he needs to nerf. I think he gets
Buffs.
a bad rep for being OP just because the items that he builds are OP. Like before, we saw Yomu's Black Cleaver, which was just like everyone started building those. The items were just insane, and now we see Bork, and Bork's broken, and everyone's building Bork. But Lucian's just so good at abusing those items.
yeah.
So I don't even think
I
it's
actually
his
would much
fault.
rather see buffs to other AD carries. When it comes down to it, I think because I see a decent amount of Lucian bans. And if Lucian's not banned, it's like if you play Ezreal, if you're good at Ezreal, that champion is fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm. He
Like,
has a lot of mobility too.
he's got a lot of mobility. His damage is insane. Like his damage was insane before the Bork changes, but after the Bork changes, it's like you can literally just E on top of an AD carry and kill them.
You cut out. Rip.
But yeah, it's like that's really only if Lucian is banned. Even then, you could play Caitlyn into it, but it's not terrible.
I think the Lucian only wins Caitlyn matchup if you go balls deep with a support.
No, I'm saying Caitlyn Ezreal.
Oh yeah, I guess. Speaking of Caitlyn, I think, like I said, she's the only one that can only handle Lucian unless Lucian's smart and just goes all in on you consistently.
Yeah. And the problem with Caitlyn still is she has that all crit build path, and it's just so expensive.
Yeah, you really need a long time to scale
And
up.
yeah, it's if they made Hurricane a better mid game item, you could probably get away with it. But they need to do something with crit items because we won't see champions like Tristana, Caitlyn, Jinx until we see something changed.
Well, Jinx is known to be one of the Caitlyn counters that you can play. So if they pick Caitlyn, you can pick Jinx and just eventually just beat her, I guess. That's just what I've seen. And then speaking of Kog'Maw, I think Kog'Maw's one of the best ADCs.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to. I don't think you always need an enabler. If it's definitely helpful if you have an enabler.
I really don't think you do. I just think you need a support that can block for you, or just if you want to.
You need a support that knows how to support.
But it's like you can survive laning generally easy.
Yeah, certain matchups are better than others, of course. I think playing into something like a champion that doesn't exist anymore, Sivir, is ideal.
Yeah. If you play it into a Lucian, you're going to get beat, but that's the same with every ADC.
And even playing into Callista feels bad too.
Well, Callista is also a super big lane bully if you're against something like that.
Yeah, Callista's only good a lane bully into certain matchups though, because if you put her into a Lucian matchup, she's gonna get fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
Caitlyn
Twitch.
as well.
I think Twitch is really good.
I think Twitch is a good solo queue pick. If you you have to understand lane phase though, because that champion is very dependent on how hard you get smashed in lane phase.
No, if you can survive laning, I just think you need to ban Lucian and play laning because you can survive laning against every AD carry except for Lucian.
I don't. He has a pretty hard time against Caitlyn.
How do you guys feel about Twitch jungle?
No.
Well, you already passed the jungle topic, Lutz.
But I've been playing it a little bit recently. It's
You're also
maybe more fun than anything, but
yeah. I mean, if you want to cheese in silver, then that's fine.
Yeah.
no, I'm in diamond. I
His
swear.
his clear is ass. It's like
Yeah.
No, his clear is actually so good. What do you
No,
mean?
I think his clear's pretty decent with W.
Clear is actually really good.
no.
I've done it. It's
No,
not
no,
bad.
no. It actually is.
It's almost
kind of like anyone who does Raptors. Once you get
yeah.
thingy, it's actually good.
Debatable.
Once you get jungle item, you have not an issue clearing.
Okay, yeah, but back to Twitch and the ADC role.
Yeah, sorry.
You survive lane, get your Bork, Hurricane, IE.
You just stated 3 items there.
Yeah, but it's not like they're okay. Bork, Hurricane.
I think Bork Hurricane is honestly all you need. I think that
once you get IE though, you can just like 1v9 games.
oh yeah, definitely. It's like I think Twitch is like in a very good spot in terms of like if you survive late phase, he's probably the best AD carry when it comes to getting leads and like snowballing leads.
Yeah,
or getting your team a
once
lead.
once you get a slight lead, you're 2 kills up, and you can just constantly make picks around the map with your invis and just reset.
And the ult cooldown is pretty short. Like it used to
it's
be
not
pretty.
long
It used
at
to actually
all.
be pretty long. They changed that a while ago. So it's basically you just walk into a lane below ult, and it's like you guarantee a summoner. Because the 10-second stealth at level 1 is pretty big.
We already kind of talked about XAYAH at the beginning.
Yeah, she's only good with Rakan, I think.
Yeah.
She might be good with other. She might be good with like Morgana.
She is very good with Morgana actually, because you can hit your Q and an auto and get your free root from Morgana's bind.
Yeah.
You could just perma CC. It's actually really strong. The only other ADCs are Ashe and Varus. Varus is pretty good with the attack speed build.
I think Varus with attack speed is a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then Ashe is just really good for competitive to make picks with arrow. And
the Bork, well, you typically go like Bork, Hurricane, Black Cleaver. I actually like that build. I think it's like actually because Ashe is a really strong duelist. Like if she's able to get her flurry up, because you can't really match. I don't think there's a single ability that could really there's not an ability that can match the flurry damage 1v1.
Shall we move to support now?
Yeah, support.
Does anyone even play that role?
Well,
we already talked about Rakan.
Rakan broken.
Rakan's broken. Lulu's insane. Broken champion.
Go
Nami's
Thunderlords.
good.
Go Thunderlords, you monkeys.
Yeah, go Thunderlords on Lulu.
If I see you go wind speakers, I'm gonna smash your head in.
I think the only time when wind speakers is acceptable is if you have a Kog'Maw or Twitch.
No.
I think that's the only time.
I think you still go Thunderlords.
I still think Thunderlords is better, but it's like acceptable if you.
Yeah, maybe. Zyra still pretty good, I think.
Haha.
I mean, what?
There's like no one that's really, I don't know, support's kind of like whatever you want to play.
I mean, I still think Alistar's bad.
No, Alistar's garbage. Thresh is only good if you have a Thresh one trick on your team.
Yeah, I think Tahm Kench is pretty good in certain matchups.
I kind of disagree with that. I think he's.
I just don't think you play with a good Tahm Kench. Once you get some games in with us, you'll figure out that Tahm Kench is good.
Yeah, alright, but.
Yeah.
Hey, Boots, remember that time you played Rengar? Yeah.
Well, okay, if you have an assassin jungler or something like that, like a mid laner like Zed, then he's good. But
he's good depending. He's like if you go for like a last pick support, he's very similar to Taric.
Yeah.
Where it's like if you can get him like in a good lane phase, then it's like the champion is actually dumb. Like be able to save people from whatever is a very it's like I said, very similar to Taric. I actually like Taric. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Very dependent. Both supports are very dependent on the bot lane matchups. And considering bot lane is like a role where you kind of win based on who your support is right now.
Well, yeah, but back to the concept of ADC being the best role in the game. That's why the supports like Nami and Lulu are so good right now.
Oh yeah, Nami. Forgot about
Nami. You can just heal and shield and buff them up and just let them carry.
Stop playing Blitzcrank, you fucking nerds.
Girls.
Blitzcrank, yeah, stop autofill picking Blitzcrank. Just pick Janna.
I disagree with that one too. Don't.
No. If you autofill and you don't want to play support, pick Janna or like Nami.
Don't play Nami. Do not play Nami.
Well, okay, Nami doesn't need to be. Nami's bubble isn't what makes her useful.
Well, no, Nami's kit is very like. There's other champions that fulfill her kit with less skill.
Let's just say, Nami, you can easily tell the difference between. Well, there's a big difference between a good Nami and a great Nami. Like, I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. Okay, well, that pretty much. I don't know what else to say about support. Not super impactful unless you're playing Lulu. Nami.
Yeah, I guess all that we gotta go over now is First Blood stuff. So, oh shit, that was almost bad. First Blood right now. We just made an announcement today. You can see on the announcements page. we are doing a free agent 5v5 tourney. What this means is you will sign up as one person, and we will put people into teams based on elo to even out teams, and then it'll just be you'll play 5v5 with those teams.
Mm-hmm.
What's the pricing looking like, Josh?
Good question, Boots.
It's for first place, it's $100 overall, 20 per person. Second place is 50 overall, 10 per person, and as a consolation prize, third is a mystery skin per person.
That's actually pretty
Very
good.
good. Very good. A lot of fun, guys. Definitely sign up. Check it out.
I won't be able to participate.
Because you're a noob staff intern.
Yeah.
Alright. Follow our Twitter at First Blood Disc. Follow our Instagram. That should also be First Blood Disc.
Depends on if Cat set it up properly.
It's supposed to be Kathy.
Kathy. Disclaimer, Kathy.
Okay, whatever.